Speak only if it improves upon silence. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what do you think's going on with this crazy cryptocurrency market, right? It looked like we got some green going on. Altcoins started to pump up, and they kind of dragged back a little bit. I mean, we got Bitcoin Cash pumping right now, possibly because of the fork splitting, and people think it's a good idea to go ahead and get Bitcoin Cash so they can have both chains of this fork. I mean, cryptocurrency, it seems like it's just growing and growing, right? I think we got 1,900 coins over there at CoinMarketCap. But you know what I am appreciative for? Is we got Samantha hanging out here today in the chat.
Hi, everyone.
So, hey, Samantha, since you're sitting over there with the computer, you think we pull up one of those screen share things, show people the CoinMarketCap, maybe talk about a few of these numbers real quick?
Alrighty.
Yeah, you got that pulled up there?
Yep.
All right. Well, let's see. What do we got going on? Well, BTC dominance, I mean, it's slinking backwards a little bit, but I'm not too concerned about it. I mean, it's right there, 52.9%. I mean, we're on the other side of 50, so that's A-okay in my book. Like I said, look at 1,910 different cryptocurrencies. I remember when there wasn't all that many. Let's see. What do we got here? $237 billion for a market cap, $13 billion for a 24-hour volume, and we got the price of Bitcoin coming in there at $7,275. I mean, I got my fingers crossed to wake up tomorrow on the other side of 7,300. But you never know with this stuff. I mean, I keep hearing people doing technical analysis and predicting all kinds of stuff, saying that could be coming up tomorrow, could be coming up, you know, at the beginning or possibly as late as the summer of 2019. You can never tell what cryptocurrency is going to do. I just know that in the long term, I mean, it's going upwards and it has nowhere else to go but upwards. There we go. Look at that Ethereum price sitting there kissing $300 pretty much at 293. It's down a little bit, but only 1% pretty much. Not that big of a deal. I mean, anything within 5% is, you know, can change within a minute around here. We got X Rapid coming in at 34 cents. That's down 1.8%. Not too big of a movement. There we go. Bitcoin Cash, $640. That's up 4.1%. Like I said, people potentially looking to, you know, cash in there, have a couple different crypto dividends, as Adam Meister likes to put it. We got EOS coming in at $651. That's down 1.8%. We got Stellar Luma's 22 cents. That's down 2.2%. Litecoin at $65. And that's down only 1%. All right, Sam, would you press the button? Get down there to Steam and Steam back dollar. Oh, I mean, we got to type in the Steam back dollar, but. And 99 cents. Not bad. Gaining a little bit, except for down for the overall for the day. Only down 0.4%. Not too big of a deal. All right, head all the way back up to the top. And give me that Steam back dollar. If we can use this as any kind of a metrics. Hey, we're on the other side there, $1. That's down 1.9%, telling me these altcoins, I mean, they're getting around value. I mean, a lot of people still consider X Rapid completely overvalued. Whether or not that's true, time tells in these markets. All right, as we continue to keep doing, we got to plug this Tally account. Looking for you guys to help fund us to go to the EDC, Electric Daisy Carnival, the one in Orlando at Tinker Field. We want to go ahead and pass out Bitcoin flyers to people, help educate the public, try to get the word of Bitcoin going. You know, if you go over to Twitter, you can check out the flyer that I made. It has embedded QR codes. I think it's a pretty great idea there, being able to give people the tools they need to get started in Bitcoin very simply. And I mean, we're not asking for a bunch of money here, pretty much just enough for the tickets, to buy the flyer, a little bit of gas. You know, you're just helping us do the legwork. You're not really helping us pay any bills or anything like that. All right. And we're also being dollar for dollar matched by We Need to Talk. I spoke with him the other day. He just got back from overseas once again. Still trying to keep hounding him, try to see if I can't get him to come on the channel. Maybe next weekend if I can pester him enough about that situation. All right. Let's see if we can't go ahead and pull this screen share off here. And all right, stop the screen share, and let's pop out that chat for you there, Samantha, so you can go ahead and see what we got going on. As always, you guys, please go ahead, comment in the chat. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what you got going on. Hey, everybody. Great place to ask questions. I'll answer them on air here. That's what the point in Samantha being here is, that she's going to, go ahead and take care of that so that I can focus on some of the content here. It makes it a lot easier when I'm not having to read and think and talk all at the same time. Oh, wow. It's a great weekend, right, you guys?
Yeah, we have Tech Lords here. We have Rickus Rick. We have Benson.
All right. We got a nice little community going on tonight.
Vengeance says gunshot. That was some gunshots, yes.
It is. I think the neighbor might have got a new gun. He's been practicing with it all day today. I was hoping he was going to stop by now, but apparently not. Not too much I can do about it, though. Just as I have my rights, he has his rights to do what he wants to do over there, and, to each their own. I mean, it's not his fault that I happen to be live streaming on the internet right now, trying to tell people about this magical internet money that I'm 100% passionate and crazy for.
We have Tech Lords. We have Stephen McCoy. He's saying happy Labor Day weekend to us. We have Nomadic Giant. He's saying hello. Truth Monster.
Wow, we're getting quite a few viewers. All right. So, oh, it's a squirrel. All right. Sorry, took my attention away. All right, let's see. What do we got going on in the news? What are you guys thinking about some of this stuff? Let's see if we can't get some conversations going here. All right. Well, I mean, pretty much the big news that I thought is, I mean, Ethereum's the #2 cryptocurrency out there. And they're pretty much, it doesn't seem to be as big of a deal as I would think it is, that Ethereum went ahead and, just push their difficulty bomb back, like all willy-nilly, like, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, we want to go ahead and have segregated witness on the Bitcoin, and I mean, it's this big, huge debacle that we're all arguing about and debating.
I knew they were going to do it.
And trying to come to some sort of voting consensus where anybody running a new node can, jump in and vote on this stuff and mining. And they just go ahead and get a few people together, it seems like, make this decision all on their own, push it back to the winter of 2019, and then they turn around and drop the mining rewards to only 2 Ethers. So, I mean, all those people that are in there mining and, thinking that they had the math all figured out for profitability and all this other stuff, well, boom, that just got all messed up on them just because, a few, core devs, I guess you'd want to call them or something, decided that they were going to help change this. I think it's a little bit more of like, they had to do something about the difficulty bomb because they're not coming along with the scaling debate or scaling programming as they were hoping to. So, they had to push that back, and then they figured, well, Ethereum price isn't doing all that great, so maybe we'll cut back the supply a little bit, and that'll help pump it back up. Maybe we'll see that $1,000 again, with all those ICOs running on it, and it looking like it was just the biggest scam ever of 2017, and kind of, maybe leading into some of what caused this bear market, making all of us, reevaluate what our expectations of cryptocurrency are, and pushing a lot of weak hands out of here.
Oh, Nomadic Giant's wondering he said, I missed this. What's he's raising money to fly to? No, it's a carnival.
It's a music, it's
EDM
2-day music
concert
festival where they also have carnival rides and food and drinks and all that kind of stuff. It's in Orlando. It's nothing I've ever done before, and I really thought that it'd be kind of a cool, to get out there and actually pass out flyers to people and talk about Bitcoin, try to turn people onto Bitcoin, just let them know that there's another crypto, that there's another form of money out there that they can just walk away from the US dollar into cryptocurrency. Because, part of adoption is that we got to get more people, we got to onboard them, and we got to start getting, merchants, and we got to start, it's a lot, it's complicated. So I think the best thing I can do is just get out there. I'm really good at talking to people. I'm really good at running a help desk. So I think I can go out there and pass out flyers and say just enough few words to get people interested enough to go ahead and, click on these QR codes and get their, get Andreas Antonopoulos in front of their face, get them a Samurai wallet, get them hooked up at Coinbase. I know everyone's going to say they're horrible. I think they're horrible too. But as far as I know, it's the easiest place to go ahead and get your KYC done and, buy some of your first Bitcoin with your debit card or credit card. And, I don't know, just get you going down the path of what's happening out there and open up people's eyes a little bit to cryptocurrency and how it's going to be the future of money.
Ken Bozak just gave us a super chat of 420 and
All
says,
right.
"Coffee on me, bro."
Man, I was just watching you the other day. It's amazing how much you've blown up. I remember when you were hanging out with Cryptotherapy and I was on your show.
I know. That
and
was
I was
awesome.
Like, I know. And you're all over the place now, man. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate that super chat.
Oh, Nomadic Giant says sure he'll donate. Send me an email that he can get some cards for us to pass out of his book, the Crypto Shrug book.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I mean,
Right?
I'm looking to just get out there, and I think it's going to be a great environment to be able to talk to people about cryptocurrency. You know, it's not just a nighttime show where you're trying to see the band and focus on that, because it's an all-day event. You know, during the daylight, you're a little more relaxed. Everyone's having a good time, you know, having some drinks or whatever they may be. I think it's going to be an approachable situation. And then a lot of people that are into EDM are, you know, millennials and open to free ideals in the future. And I think those are the type of people that we want to start bringing into this space, because they're looking to improve on society. And, you know, with their free music and all of those things that go along with it. So I'm just looking at me funny.
We're just going to go with music. Yeah. Oh, Ken Bozek says, "Keep killing it." Thank you.
I know, right? Oh, man, that's awesome that you're here, buddy. All right, so let's see. What else do we got going on in the news?
Well, and Truth Monster, no, we are not frying any turkeys.
No, these are our pets here for sure. I didn't know turkeys were so cool. All right, so we're looking at Colombia's president. It looks like they're going to be one of those crypto-friendly countries, and I mean, that's great, especially when you see these, you know, third world countries and places people would like to call them, where they don't have all the great finances and resources. If they make these first mover advantages into cryptocurrency like they are here, with the president going ahead and putting tax cuts out there for blockchains and startups, to be able to get some rent discount pretty much for a 5-year period or up to 5 years. This is great, because then they'll get, you know, cryptocurrency there. Next, it'll, you know, start snowballing into other tax laws and stuff like that, where they're cutting back on how much, you know, like we pay capital gains tax here in the United States. Maybe they'll be a lot more friendly on them spending it over there next. And then it'll become a cryptocurrency haven. You know, people will start flocking there. They'll get a lot more commerce. They'll start developing faster than possibly some other places where they, you know, stifle cryptocurrency. You know, right now, China pretty much.
We all love China so very, very much. They show you how it could go horribly wrong.
Man, I'm glad the temperature's finally starting to come
down. My God, I know. Although today was very, very hot. Yes, Eugene did most.
Yeah, I cut the grass today.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, that was a chore. Let me tell you, it had been a few weeks since I had done it. It was getting up a little past the ankles. The mosquitoes were multiplying like crazy.
It was looking a little shabby, you know, when you're having to be like, oh, no, just walk through. Just walk through.
It's okay. The camera's so blurry, they can't tell anyway.
I know, right? You can't tell. Is it long? Is it short? No, nothing.
So any comments? What do they think about this Colombian president tax cut, and, you know, countries being
we have
pro and against cryptocurrency?
I mean, I don't know. Rick says China builds buildings out of the same landfill that they put the buildings on. I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know. And like Vention's agreeing with Indeed Ether is so centralized that they can change the rules at any time that they want. You know, I mean, I don't know.
Well, all right, let's see what else I got here. I got EOS. All right, we're looking at EOS as giving themselves a pat on the back, pretty much talking about how they got 25,000 transactions in an hour, and they did it twice in a day. So, I mean, you know, kind of whoop-de-doo. I mean, yes, that's a lot, but at the same time, of course, we know that the more you centralize, you know, it's the triangle here. When you trade off security and centralization for for scalability, of course, you're going to have good scalability, you know. I mean, but like I say, it's a long road to get to Bitcoin being the world currency. So I think that between here and there are going to be, you know, places of the scale of gray, and possibly some centralized coins will have places, you know, that go ahead and, you know, pump up, and we use them for a little bit, or they find a place in the market. So I don't necessarily hate EOS or whatever for being centralized. I think that they may have a place in the market. I mean, we're seeing a lot of dApps running on it. We're seeing the ratings for that getting higher. We're seeing a lot of companies move from Ethereum or move their dApps from Ethereum over to EOS. This is also one of the reasons why we could possibly be looking at the 25,000 transactions within an hour, is the fact of all these dApps, you know, making these micro transactions back and forth. So, I mean, like I said, 1,900 coins, you know, that's a lot. I mean, could you imagine
I know
19 different world currencies all
Yeah.
trying to operate in the same space? I mean, that's what we have now kind of with our fiat cash. And, you know, it's not really necessarily working so well for all of them because of the, you know, competition.
Oh, Tech Lord said he just sent $5 to your Litecoin wallet.
Awesome.
And Stephen McCoy asks, in your opinion, do you think Litecoin will be a successful coin for the future?
I mean, I do personally, but I'm not necessarily here to give financial advice. You know, I keep telling you guys, my main reason for here is to help, you know, with the free help desk, help turn people onto Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, you know, try to help out wherever I can, you know, through the free help desk, and not charging people that 0.1 Bitcoin or 0.01 Bitcoin to go ahead and get answers. Because I want people to avoid the scams. I think the scams is what's going to mess this up for people. But as far as the Litecoin situation, like, I do believe that, you know, Bitcoin is probably going to become, it's a store of value. It's taking a while to get the merchants going. So while it's a store of value, you know, and the merchant adoption is slow, it could get out of control, or not out of control, but just up to such a high value that we're going to need something that's going to be a little smaller to do some of the transactions. And of course, it's going to be something that's going to be, you know, Lightning Network capable, and
same concept as like the brick of gold. You're not gonna like, oh, let me just like scrape off a little chunk to buy the bread.
So I think that Litecoin is probably going to be one of the, you know, second tier coins that people use for daily transactions. Like if you're driving your car through tolls, or you have to go buy, you know, a gallon of milk or a loaf of bread, you may not be paying with Bitcoin exactly. You may be paying with like Litecoin, or, you know, if you wanted to go like a third tier because cryptocurrency blows up, like Digibytes or something like that.
That would be.
But I'm not here for financial advice. Everybody has their own opinions. This is Shake a Magic 8-Ball stuff. You can never tell what's going to happen 10 years down the road from now.
I mean, I don't know. I think Charlie Lee's trying to not have it be like all the other ones, but in the same, I mean,
take the true Bitcoin maximalist approach to it, it's that everything could be done on Bitcoin.
Yes. Yes.
You know, that, you know, it would be like, okay, well, a loaf of bread, it would be that if the price of Bitcoin got to be so much that one Satoshi, paying even on the Lightning Network a one Satoshi fee wouldn't be feasible. But up until that point, even if something was, you know, 100 Satoshis and you paid, you know, one Satoshi, or you just add more decimal places at that point to cut it down further on the Lightning Network, you could always accomplish all these same things with Bitcoin. You know, so what is the need for another cryptocurrency if you can just make Bitcoin do this?
Well, Vention saying, I don't trust centralized currencies, not since I saw the feds kick into the door at the Liberty Dollar, seized the gold and arrested the developers. There's nothing stopping them from doing the same to XRP. I mean.
No, and I mean, that's why it's, you know, when you go out and you buy Bitcoin, you're making an investment saying that Bitcoin is going to become a world currency that's going to be equivalent to the dollar and the yen and the pound. When you start buying the altcoins, you're making a speculation on whether or not these companies are going to be able to actually produce a viable product that finds a place in the financial markets, because a lot of them aren't actually competing to be currency. And then if they're competing to be currency, then it's, you know, are we looking at regulation? Are they centralized? How can you have a centralized currency if you are looking at it? Is it actually any better than the dollar bill? You know, because, I mean, if that's the case of dollar bill and Ripple, you know, I'm going to hold the dollar bill over Ripple, because yes, the Ripple may pump up and down, but ultimately I'd probably rather have dollars at the end of the day, or more likely 3 to 5 years down the road, I'll be doing better off in dollar bills than Ripple.
Oh, Nomadic Giant saying that he saw a documentary on the Liberty Dollar dude, and that he was telling people it was a U.S. coin at $20 when silver was $10 an ounce. So it's two sides of the same coin. Either it's fraud, it's not fraud, but you know. And Stephen McCoy is asking, how many decimal numbers or zeros can be on a Bitcoin?
Right now it's 8 usually.
Okay, random stuff I didn't know.
Well,
I don't know. He can look at, like, I can't look at it. I need it to be converted. He could be like, oh, that's about 20. And I'm like, I see 001. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
It was really easy when it was 10,000. Now I've just been doing some sort of rounding math of, oh, okay, well, if it was 10,000, it'd be this. Let me deduct a little because it's only 6.5 or 7 now.
Right. Okay. So it's just shy.
I know that they can go more. It's just a matter of, I think it's a little bit more development. I'm not a coder, you know. I know that wallets at this point, you can get wallets with 8, but I've heard talk of going to 16 decimal places if
Nomadic Giant is saying it is 8. So
that if you go further, like if like Bitcoin goes up in value, that they could go to 16 places if need be, and it would be only a quick, simple change of the code. Not even, you know what I mean? Not as big as like adding segregated witness. It's more like just a quick little boop, and then they pop it in, and then all of a sudden it's 16. And then the wallets just have to go ahead and add their little upgrade to have the more spaces.
All right. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. So yes, it is consensus that it is about 8 because Truth Monster says 0.000000000. I think 1 BTC is a Satoshi, the smallest unit. And Stephen McCoy says that he gets lost after like 0.009. So you're only halfway there. It's fine because I don't even.
Well, if you
unless it was 1, if it was a whole 1, I could, there we go.
All right, let's see what else. Well, I mean, since we're talking about wallets, what was that wallet I was looking at?
The Wasabi thing?
The Wasabi wallet.
I just like the name.
I mean, I didn't quite figure it out. I got to look into it more. This was just something I had come across earlier today. I had heard Vortex talking about it briefly, and then I went to go explore deeper into it. They're like focusing on privacy, and they're trying to do it through the wallet part where when you go and send a transaction, they pair it with other transactions so that you can't tell where the cryptocurrency, the Bitcoin is being sent from. So I don't know exactly how that works or how they're going to do it, but I definitely think that would be cool to be able to start having some privacy, just integrated into the wallet. And I think that's one of the great things about Bitcoin is that we're expanding on all fronts. We're expanding in the Lightning Network for, merchants and peer-to-peer transactions having instantaneously. We're looking at privacy happening not only on the wallet front, but possibly through the addition of ZK Snark's code. We're also looking at, what else do they have going on? Oh, the Dandelion, the fact that they're looking at now possibly working. That's also going to be able to help with some privacy. It's a full circle, and it is expanding on all the complete circumference of the circle is expanding. It's not like it's expanding in one direction or another direction. It's expanding 360 degrees at all points in time. And just like how technology is faster than biology, it's, going 10 times faster per year. Just like they talk about the development of computer chips, it's going to happen so fast until you get to that point of not being able to create anything smaller. Cryptocurrency is developing 10 times fast, just like that, just like computer chips are. So 1 year is like 10 years in cryptocurrency time. So don't necessarily think, oh, well, it's going to take 50 years for us to want to all change currency. Well, that's actually only 5 years of the way digital currency works and the way technology develops so much faster.
Oh, it's the turkeys. I was like, what is all that noise?
Yeah, they're over there messing around the aluminum can bin.
That's awesome. I'm so glad I recycle for them. Vention says that he thinks the Lightning Network added 3 more zeros, and then he comes back and says yes because his wallet has
11
crap load of numbers. Yes. So
well, that's good because that would be able to make it so that your fees can be even smaller as the Lightning Network
micro, yeah.
You're looking at paying less than a Satoshi if you start getting into place number 9, 10, and 11.
And Stephen McCoy says Yahoo Finance is jumping into crypto, and Nomadic Giant says talk about Yahoo Finance.
Yeah, I heard that they were jumping into finance. I heard somebody say that was possibly why Doge was pumping, is because that's one of the coins that's going to be adding to their trading pairs, and that there's going to be a USD to Doge trading pair. I don't necessarily know if that's true. I know that you love the Doge.
I love my doggies. Yes, I love the doggy.
I think she just likes it more for the picture.
Oh,
and the
fluffy
meme
dog,
and
yes.
And the community comedy sense behind it, not necessarily that the technology is. I mean, they have been here forever. They used to work great as a
Oh,
tipping
Rick has to go. Bye, Rick.
Bye, Rick. Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like what was the other one? Mona Coin, was that the one? I mean, because it had a cat. I mean, I like all animal
I heard
ones.
that Doge was also possibly pumping because of an Ethereum bridge.
Yeah, that weird one where it was
I
that.
I also heard that it was possibly going to be because if they were going to take a snapshot of Doge at a certain point here, and whatever you were holding in Doge, you were going to be matched in whatever this Ether Doge was.
Yeah, the E Doge.
But I don't know any of this for sure. This is all just like what I would hearsay type stuff I had come across and read little bits of. You'd have to do some more searching into it. But we were talking about Yahoo, right?
Yes, Yahoo Finance.
And
Stephen McCoy says he thought Dogcoin was meant to be a joke. It was.
It was. Yep.
Yeah.
It was meant to be a meme.
That just got ridiculously out of hand, and the actual dude who created it is in jail, right? Still, the one, not for crypto-related stuff, but didn't he go to jail for...
I think he did go to jail.
Yeah, something kind of sleazy, I'm thinking, but I don't remember for sure.
The Yahoo Finance thing, it's good. Another place to be able to onboard fiat cash into cryptocurrency. Big plus right there. I mean, before you know it, there's going to be a lot of seamless places where you're going to be able to trade your dollar bills in for Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin, because a lot of them are starting to expand quite a bit. But that's great. You know, that's why I think this cryptocurrency system is amazing, is that I'm able to just walk out of the dollar bill into cryptocurrency that works for me. And I can do this without, before this, whenever you went against the government or society or whatever, you were shunned. You were, picked on, made fun of, targeted, all those different kinds of things. And I can just go out and get cryptocurrency with my debit card, from the bank, and it's not a problem whatsoever. I can put it in my hardware wallet and I can keep it safe myself. And I can sit here and hope and dream that it's going to go up in value and that it's going to change my life in the future. And it's amazing, that I can do all of this and not have to worry about somebody coming here and assaulting me or taking it from me or any of those things that used to be able to happen to people who went against society.
Benjamin says the turkeys are watching the live stream.
They're wandering in circles around us.
They're occasionally creepy. They are intent watchers, and sometimes, like when they're watching the birds and stuff, it's all like, I don't know, you look kind of sinister.
It's always funny when they're looking in the back door window.
Oh my God, that is super creepy. Yes.
Stare through the window.
Yeah, I'll be doing dishes, and all of a sudden, it's like, holy crap! Hi. Yeah. The next best horror movie. Instead of the birds, the turkeys.
Turkey.
And they're big birds.
All right. Well, I need a little bit more coffee here if we're going to keep going. So let me.
All right. Well, we have total BAMF says legalize all drugs. Yes, because that's the answer. Thank you.
I mean, it would take care of the problem. People with addictions would just end up overdosing if they legalized all drugs.
Yeah, all the bad, stupid people, yes. The ones that really can't maintain, I guess, would just kill themselves pretty quickly.
I don't know. I always thought that how, like, over in Europe, drinking isn't as, like stigmatized as it is here in the United States. And over there, they drink more liberally, and like there isn't such an age restriction and all of that, but it seems like there's less of a problem with it over there than there is here in the United States. But here in the United States, people look at, drinking, the way they push it off to 21, the way they make it seem like that's what you do, like all the time, nonstop. I mean, alcoholism is a big deal. I mean, just me and you, Samantha, we know quite a few alcoholics. It seems like most people know an alcoholic or two. And I think it's just how it's perceived, that is perceived in a situation that makes people become addicted and become dependent.
Yeah, because
on it.
also some of the other countries like Greece and like France and the ones that you have like one glass of wine and stuff at every meal or most meals. I mean, really? If I had 3 glasses of wine, I would be toasted. You know what I mean? But it's like, but that's not how it works there because you're eating and you're used to it and you start doing it since you were 10. Like, and it's not a big deal. I don't know.
I mean,
it is what it
everything
is.
is always a matter of perspective in life. I mean, to each is their own. You can't just laugh, Samantha. You got to read it out loud.
Yes, I know. So, okay, we're going back to, let's see. Well, Nomadic Giant is asking Vention what wallet he's using, blah, blah, blah. All right. So, Nomadic Giant's asking about tequila here in Mexico, coffee at 6:30. Yeah, we weren't really feeling the beer and bonfire-ness. He did a bunch of work today.
Yeah.
We were like old-time sleepy right before this. It was like, oh, no, you don't want to go that way. Coffee.
I think I almost took a nap. I was on the couch. I was half asleep for like 30 minutes for like an hour before I went to come on. I was just sitting there like, just listening to crypto news in the background. It seemed like. So yeah, I needed a little bit of coffee to perk me up. It was a hot one out here today. We cutting the grass. But I don't know, maybe one more cut, you think, Samantha, before the year starts to close out here and the grass stops growing?
Probably.
I don't know, it'd be nice with some cooler weather. We'll definitely have to get some more bonfires going for the show.
You know I like bonfires, so it's fine. Stephen McCoy said if it goes bad or whatever, that he's going to come to Florida for Thanksgiving. And then he says, you supply the turkey, I'll supply the wild turkey. We do not eat our turkeys. I would be I don't even know. I would be traumatized. There would be some emotional scarring. How long do turkeys live? I mean, I had a good 5 goldfish that probably should have only lived a year that lived a good 8 before they died, and they were the size of my hand. They were awesome. I can get these turkeys to live out a really long life. Yes, ham. Ham it is.
Yes, it is ham at this house.
Stephen McCoy says ham. Yes, ham.
All right, you guys. So I got all kinds of tools, links, and affiliation codes listed down below for you guys to check out, help you guys figure out what's going on out here in these cryptocurrency markets. See what's going on over on Steemit. It's a great place to earn some cryptocurrency. I'm also on a few other social media sites. You can follow me over on Twitter. I've been posting a little bit over there, trying to share some things as I come across them. I'm also on Mines. They've went over to the main net, so it's not bad to get over there, pick up some tokens. I think I got like almost 50 or something, so that's kind of cool. What else? Lit. I'm on Lit. I've been posting pictures on there on occasion. Let me know what you guys think of the thumbnails. I've been changing those up. I thought those were kind of cool. I thought they were getting a little better. I've been trying to learn Photoshop, apparently, to help make all that happen. As always, I got those donational addresses down below, but I'd rather have you go over and donate to the EDC fund. We're going to continue to bring you episodes all week long at 7:45 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. And, of course, we got our weekend shows with a live Q&A, just like this one, where we take a step back, get real casual with you guys, answer your questions on air. But as always, the free help desk is, my best tool. It's the best thing I can do. I'm out there trying to help Bitcoin move along because, there is no centralized system or marketing department for them. It's eugeneforest20@gmail.com. Shoot me those emails. Let me know what you got going on. If you guys want to come on the show and chit chat with me, hit me up on Twitter, write me an email, let me know. We can make that happen. I'm always looking for people to come out here and join me on air. As always, you guys, keep your Bitcoin safe.